Hi, this is Vamsi Gali. Welcome to my space where I share my real life experiences and reflections from building and running multiple businesses while actively investing since my early 20s. Whenever I am starting a new initiative or a new project, whether it's in personal or business life, I've always noticed that fear of failure is something I watch for, and then commitment, time commitment. These two things I thought are the most important things. But I have been reflecting on to the third silent actor for a while almost. It's the challenging my status quo and also my identity. Anytime I am doing something new, for example, something like I am working on building my YouTube channel, doing these videos. I had a status quo for myself. I'm not the kind of person who is going to have a social media presence. Like all the time I told this myself. And I also have an identity for myself. I built an identity around it saying that, oh, I'm not good at photos or videos, or I don't want to take people's opinions in terms of negative comments or anything, right? That was me trying to protect my identity. So this third silent actor, I think it has much more impact on me when I'm trying to launch or begin with the new efforts. And then I've also noticed that the same thing with the business too. The way I was doing the business before and the way I am doing the business now, there is quite a bit of growth in this whole aspect because I'm able to identify that third actor, which is the identity, challenging the identity. Initially, when I was acquiring the land and all that, that was my forte. I'm very good at acquiring, finding the opportunity and all that. The project that we put together required me to participate in the capital raise. I never wanted to do it because it is exactly where my identity is challenged, right? I don't want to be looked down by some of the investor prospects because we will have few of those folks who will think this is not going to happen, and some of them will think I am not capable of doing it, right? I didn't want to expose my identity towards that kind of energy because I thought I was protecting my energy, but actually what I was trying to do is I'm limiting myself from facing the reality. So when I noticed this challenge, especially it involved around my identity, I think now that is the most challenging and part that holds me back. As I'm catching myself while I'm going through all these new initiatives, it became more and more easier, but I'm not there. I think it's a long game when it comes to understanding and reflecting onto it, because this is exactly where the growth is in both business, for both business and my life. Unless I find a way to work with my identity and train it so that it's not set in stone, but it's something fluid that I am going to constantly change my identity. And it is okay because it's needed for me to grow and really do the things I want to do for a life and in my life and also in my business. Thank you for sharing this space with me about my whole inner world. Thank you.